Hello again, everybody. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very pissed at my softwares right now. Zach, I want to apologize to you as well because I know you get up early for these.
Dude, you're fine.
So I know. Anyway, we talked about the Harry Potter show. We're very happy about that. We wanted to come, but now we're talking about Paramount and saying no to Netflix to selling Paramount, Jesus, Top Gun Maverick to them. What were your thoughts on this, on the decision of saying no to Netflix?
I was actually gonna ask you, do you just want to restart from the beginning?
Since it's maybe it should, yeah.
Yeah. Let's just restart, man. How you doing besides all this? Let's talk about it. You watched The Dig.
I watched it, but that was
you dug it, right? And you dug it though. Your review came out. So should I watch it? Is it good?
The second half is good.
The second half is okay. Who's in it?
Ralph Fiennes, Carey Mulligan, Lily James, the guy who played the guy who played David Bowie in last year's biopic that I didn't see, but I heard it was shit.
It just got Gwendolyn Christie's role in Sandman just came out.
Oh, what's she playing?
Lucifer.
Really?
Yep. And more casting. Wait. Dream got casted.
Tom
Sturridge. Do you want to share my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So the whole cast just got announced right now.
Holy crap. Sandman breaking news, everybody.
So Tom Sturridge's Dream. Dream. Don't know who that is.
I know the name, but I don't recognize the face.
This is Lucien.
Okay.
Charles Dance is Roderick Berg. Yep.
Holy crap.
Isabel.
Don't know this guy.
Don't know him
I know this dude. Okay. I know this dude.
Boyd Holdbrook.
Oh, nice.
Good pick.
Yeah.
I'm not that big in the thing. This is the dude.
Yeah. This is great casting right here.
Let's go.
Zach, people are seeing your DMs. Cover them up.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Listen, what do we think, Zach? Are you familiar at all with I'm
a little bit. I started when I heard Levitt was going to direct it. I started going into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But never got like super invested. So it's been like a couple years, probably even more than that now. But I'm excited. From what I read, I definitely this should be more of a show than a movie.
Yeah. 1,000,000% for sure. I'm a bit like you. I've read like back in the day what was, let's say, the main story, I guess, for a while. So I'm very interested in this. Neil Gaiman is my favorite author of all time, period. So I'll be there day one as soon as it comes out. Maybe I get a screener from Netflix if they're watching. So super excited for this. Super knighting this cast announcement. How about you?
Same, man. Same. Excellent choice.
All right. And for those of you joining us right now who don't know what happened, we had a few problems with the stream. We had to restart 3 times, kind of in this one. So if you didn't get your say in the previous stream about if you joined the movie club that we created last week, so every week we're going to recommend a movie, and the next week we're going to start the show by talking about what you thought of that movie. We were talking about 3 Identical Strangers. So if you want to share some thoughts on that film, if you've seen it from last week to this one, if you've seen it a long time ago, either way, let us know. Film Optics, Demonici, Scott, thank you for being here, for joining us once more. This is it. This is the final this is the one that's going to stick. We're going to do this show with this version. Yeah, we had to come back to old reliable StreamYard, but let's just do it. Going back a little bit, Zach, we covered the first topic on the previous stream, but let's start quick thoughts again. The Harry Potter TV show coming to HBO Max. Again, not a reboot. Not a reboot. It's a not a continue. We don't know what it is, but it's a new story set in the Harry Potter world, and it will not come out any sooner than like 2027 because it was just announced. So, what are your thoughts on the show coming?
Like I said earlier, not really. I'm excited, but at the same time, I need to see what is going on with this thing. Like what's the concept? Who's show running? Who's directing? Who's writing? And that's what I need to see. When I see that, that's when I'll get excited. Like just over the moon excited. But I'll night it now. This is just something that I feel like should have been an obvious.
Yeah, I agree with you, but at the same time, I didn't think they would do it until Fantastic Beasts was finished. And if the Fantastic Beasts continue to shoot with COVID, let's just, it's going to be out never earlier than when this film series finishes, because the third one supposedly is coming next year. So
I
let's
think that's
say
it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think they do it after 4.
You don't think they do 5?
Oh, I think they had the 5 planned, but I don't. I think Warner Brother. Maybe they do 4. Maybe they do a 4th one. If this one is like critically, because she's not writing the script for the 3rd one, from what I understand.
No.
So I think Warner
God.
Brothers might have been like, "Hey, yeah, that's not a thing anymore."
Yeah.
So that's where I'm gonna guess from.
Yeah, I'm with you, especially because they just threw her out. They have now a new, I forget the name of the gentleman, but they have a new quote unquote Kevin Feige person for this universe that they just appointed. So I'm very happy with that. Let her write books. She clearly can't write movies. So I'm all in for this as well. It's gonna take a while, guys. So don't fear that it's too soon. And that they're just going to trample over each other. It's not. I'm all in for this. Very excited. And it does feel like it's about time that the Harry Potter universe goes into long-running storytelling on TV. Super excited. All right, let's go back to our second topic, the one we were talking about. And Paramount decided not to sell Top Gun Maverick to Netflix. As I said, I'm super relieved that they didn't. I want to hear those planes roaring in Dolby surrounding me all around the biggest screen possible. Imagine waiting 30 years for your sequel and then debuting on a streaming service.
Yep.
It just doesn't work. How are you feeling about this, Zach?
You know, I knew they weren't going to. A Quiet Place is actually the one I'm actually shocked didn't sell. I'll still say that. And something tells me if this stuff's still like just not great by September, I do think they sell it. I really do. That one at least. But I don't agree. I would rather see A Quiet Place 2 in theaters than...
Oh. Did we lose Zach? We lost Zach. We lost Zach, people.
Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Back. But yeah, so I don't think Tom Cruise would ever allow it to be sold. I don't. So I told you, I think this will be probably the first big film we see of the summer season. Maybe not, maybe one of the middle ones. But if it does get pushed back, it's probably going to take Mission Impossible's release date, and I think Mission Impossible goes to next year.
Yeah. Do you remember for when Top Gun is scheduled at the moment?
It's June or July.
June or July. Okay. And because I had the impression that it was Christmas, but it was Christmas last year before getting delayed to July this year. You're right. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I kind of am surprised that they once again delayed and didn't sell A Quiet Place. That's the one that I'm like, cool. And I get it. Again, I've seen it, so I get why they want people to experience that in the theaters.
And can I ask you something about this?
Yeah.
And we know there's a 3rd one coming. That's supposed to come next year. Remember? It's already that could still happen. I mean, I'm assuming they'll probably make it this year, assuming everything is going right. We've talked about it before. Do you without spoilers, Ren? Do you see where they could go?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I want to ask you one more thing, but it's a spoiler, so I can't.
Ask me, and if I can answer it...
I can't. I can't ask it in public.
Oh, ask me
in
the private. Ask me in the private chat.
Well, I don't know if I want to know.
I want. If
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Look, if you ask me something and I see that the answer will spoil you, I won't answer it.
I mean, it's a pretty big spoiler.
Do you want me to answer it, or do you want me to say I'm not going to answer that?
Just don't say anything.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything. But actually, I do see not only where the 3rd main one could go, but also where the spin-off, the supposed spin-off with Jeff Nichols could go.
Well, isn't that the Jeff Nichols is the 3rd one?
But from what they described, it would seem like a completely different story, just set in the same world and same time, not the actual third one with the Abbott family. Because what I think the Jeff Nichols movie would be is, how do I say this? What I think the Jeff Nichols one would be is the one part of the film I didn't like. Let's say that.
Okay.
And yeah. So again, before we move on, reminder that you guys should start sending in the live questions before we get to that portion of the show. Thank you all for being here. Clip sent a super sticker. My housemate, thank you. I just yelled to the other side of the door. So yeah, let's continue to our third topic, ladies and gentlemen. This is the topic where we discuss the seemingly abrupt ending of a relationship, a long-standing relationship, legendary relationship in the studio system of Hollywood. That is that after the what should we call it, Zach? The WB screw job of 2020. Apparently, the relationship between Warner Brothers and Christopher Nolan is done. Says a report. I believe it came out on the Hollywood Reporter. And you were right. You called this. I thought they would amend. It would take some time, sure, but they would amend. But you were right about this one. What are your thoughts on the relationship being broken off?
I'm not shocked, man. They seem pissed, and I'll tell you, Denis not going back either. Which it depends how Dune goes. I mean, if Dune gets its sequel, it's in his contract. He's talking about like that. He's signed on for Dune 2. So, I'm assuming he will do Dune 2, if that happens. But any of his original concepts, I don't think are going to Warner Brothers anymore. And I'm sure Paramount, I'm sure Sony, I'm sure Universal, even freaking Disney are all looking at everyone who got screwed over. And they're like, who can we grab? I personally see Nolan going to Paramount, or Sony. Those are the two that I kind of see him. But I wouldn't be shocked if he goes to Universal, because Universal is a little bit more open to different ideas. Like we'll look at Jordan Peele, look at Blumhouse, stuff of that nature. So it's just interesting. I know a lot of people predicted maybe he does the next Bond film.
Yeah, that could be it. I would venture my guess to Paramount. Yes. I would venture my guess to Paramount only because when this whole thing started last year, when everything started getting delayed, Universal was actually the first studio to send the movie directly to streaming and theaters on the same day.
That's true.
Without consulting the filmmaker.
That's true. Ren? Oh, okay. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
But no, you're not wrong. I mean, Universal is the one.
That's yeah.
So maybe Sony or Paramount then.
What we just talked about.
What was that you cut out?
Top Gun Maverick in theater.
Oh, there he goes. So for me, I guys, I really feel that. He's back. Maybe
he's back. Hopefully,
back and better.
Am I back for reals this time?
I think so.
Can you hear me, Zach?
I can hear you. Okay. Can you hear me?
So I was saying, yes. So I was saying that Paramount is the most likely possibility because of what we were just talking about on the previous topic, that they didn't sell Top Gun Maverick, that they want to put it in theaters. So I think Nolan would like that kind of stuff. So I'm actually not going to either knight or send this one to the dungeon, only because it feels bigger than this. It feels bigger than to just approve it or disapprove of this one. So I'm gonna pass it on to you, and you can do whatever you want, whatever you feel is
okay. So yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Are you back?
I'm back. Did I cut out? Because you cut out for me.
Oh, you cut out for me.
Okay. But you're back. I can hear you now.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I just see Nolan doing it. Maybe he starts his own fucking studio.
Syncope Studios, yeah.
Yeah, you said that. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting to see where he goes next. But I'm surprised. I'm not surprised by his decision, but I'm just gonna be surprised with wherever he ends up going.
Yeah, same here. Because it's been a long time that he stuck with Warner Brothers, and they stuck with them. So it's a major change is coming, ladies and gentlemen. All right, moving on to our penultimate topic. It's an aggregation of topics because we've done this topic through our first year in the show, Zach. We've done this topic several times. More movies delayed yet again. Morbius has been delayed to 2022. I don't remember exactly what went to January, which seems
You're cutting out again. Hello.
Yeah, I realize that. Hello.
Hello. I can hear you.
So Morbius has been hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Morbius has been delayed to January, which hello.
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 I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Cool. So Morbius has been delayed. Yes. So Morbius has been delayed to January, which seems fitting. Uncharted to January 2022. No Time to Die has been delayed to October, so it's going back around April, October. And I believe that's it.
Oh, he cut out. Oh no. It's just me. Wait, he's back. Ren, you're playing with my heart. You're breaking my heart.
I swear to God, I'm about to lose patience, guys. I don't know what else to do. I
know. Let's just keep going with it. If it keeps going, then we'll just say the internet's not with us today.
Yeah. Do you want to continue this topic of the delays before I get cut off once again?
Yeah. So the biggest things, guys, we got Morbius, Uncharted, No Time to Die, Quiet Place 2 now pushed back, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I mean, everything's pushed back. I mean, everything. And honestly, more stuff's gonna keep getting pushed back, and that's just what's gonna happen. That's the life right now. That's what we're dealing with, and it sucks. It really, really does. But the ones that shocked me was Morbius going to next year. I'm still shocked by that. The other thing that also shocks me is Uncharted going to next year. That actually makes me either think they're going to majorly reshoot that fucking film and they feel like maybe they rushed it, or they just have confidence in it. Morbius, I think, is more of a, we can put it wherever it's going to do the same amount. But Ghostbusters, No Time to Die, and A Quiet Place 2 all make sense. What about you, Ren?
I'm not surprised, actually. The only one I'm kind of surprised by is not that they delayed it, but I'm surprised they didn't delay it more, and that's Uncharted. I'm surprised they're putting it in February.
Yeah,
because I just expected it to be a summer or around Christmas movie. For some reason, I just had that feel. So February is the part that feels weird. But yeah, apart from that, again, it seems fitting. So not much to add here other than I send it to the dungeon that we still have to delay movies. We're almost at the end of January 2021.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
So I say let's just send this one to the dungeon. Zach, what do you think?
Let's send it. I'm sure today Spider-Man 3 and everything else will get bye-bye.
Yeah. Because breaking news are gonna Yeah, breaking
Every
news are going to
time.
happen as soon as we're over with the show.
Yep.
All right, our
Every
final
time.
topic before we go to some live questions: Godzilla versus Kong, ladies and gentlemen. Trailer was released this past Sunday. It's got lots of punches, lots of monsters. Got
Yep.
Mecha Godzilla. It's got lore about an old war that happened, and they're the last ones left.
Yep.
Talk to me, Zach. How'd you feel about this trailer?
I fucking shit my pants. Literally shit my fucking pants, man. This was the trailer. I love this trailer. I really like the last Godzilla I like the last Godzilla film. It's in fact my favorite one out of the whole entire franchise. I'm all in for this monsters just beating the shit out of each other. But honestly, man, like this trailer looked fucking next level. I love Adam Wingard. I don't think the guy's done. I think he's done one bad film, and that was Death Note. It was not great. It was actually fucking terrible. And I think for me, though, he just gets monster movies. And you see it evidently through this trailer. And some test screenings that I've read into, that the film's only an hour and 50 minutes. And they cut a lot out because of the complaints from the human interaction thing in the King of the Monsters. That's what I've been reading. So
okay.
That's a good thing for me, man. More monsters beating the shit out of each other. And I gotta say, I can't believe how good this trailer did, view-wise. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I actually think this movie would have made a fuck ton of money in the theaters. Now, I think I'm guessing $800 to $1 billion on a normal year.
I think
because of the international market too.
I'm semi-inclined to agree with you because I think it would be on track to do that. But I think it's one of those films that actually the critical reception would affect it if it's bad. Let's put it. Let's just say that right away.
But also,
if it's
critics
bad,
are kind of dumb. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a critic and I'm stupid sometimes. But like, this is a movie that like you go into to watch them beat the shit out of each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and like that's my thing. Is like, as long as that doesn't get in the way of much, I don't know, man. I think some critics are a little bit too harsh for certain things.
I agree, but I think because that happened with King of the Monsters, it could very well happen with this one. I'm not a fan of either of the Godzilla movies. I think King of the Monsters has 40 minutes of a good film.
Crazy. I gave it an A- and I'll fucking stand by that. I love that film. Dude,
I gave a C-.
Fuck you. It's literally a masterpiece.
No, fuck you.
I'm gonna give you an A+ now. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
My favorite one is Kong Skull Island. I think that's by far the best movie in this trilogy, in this universe so far. But I can't wait for this. You and I are both Team Kong, correct?
Oh, dude, Kong's the smartest one.
Yeah,
he has a fucking brain.
I'm with you.
Should we talk about the villain that's clearly in the trailer?
Yes. So one of the first shots that we see in the trailer, ladies and gentlemen, is Mecha Godzilla. He's destroying everything. And since we're talking about this, since the chat is very active right now, before I lose any people, before I cut off, I'm aiming for today, but just in case it doesn't go up today, either tonight or tomorrow, I will have a very special video on my channel, a Godzilla vs. Kong themed video, talking about the 3 reasons, bias aside, legitimately bias aside, the 3 reasons why Kong is going.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
I see you.
Did I cut out at any point, like sound-wise?
You were doing good. You were doing good.
Okay. So I'm going to have a video talking about the 3 reasons why Kong will win this match. But yes, Team Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla is there. So the movie isn't going to end with a winner. A winner is going to exist. It's going to be Kong. I'll tell you why in tonight's video. But then it comes a part where they team up and fight Mecha Godzilla. What are you thinking about the involvement of Mecha Godzilla, Zach?
So I actually think a lot of that trailer where we see Godzilla going crazy, I think that's actually Mecha Godzilla. I think they're doing a little play. Like, I think that neon stuff at the end, that neon fight, I think that's actually gonna be mecha.
Okay.
But
So
I think some of it. I think obviously, if you saw King of the Monsters, that after credit scene kind of set up how they built mecha. I think mecha is really much going to come about and being like pretty much people think Godzilla is going crazy, but it's really just Mecha Godzilla decimating places. You know? Does that make sense? Can you hear me?
I can't. I can now. You were cutting out for a sec. I don't know if it was me or you, or if you were just cutting out for me.
Shitty internet. Let's just talk about that. It's the shitty, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
So do you think that they will team up, or do you think it's just Kong versus Mechagodzilla?
They're
teaming up. Okay.
They're teaming up. Yeah. 100% they're teaming up.
I'm waiting.
There's no way they don't team up. I'd actually be kind of shocked if they didn't team up.
Yeah, I'm with you. But there's going to be a winner. And again, tonight or tomorrow, I'm aiming for tonight. So just stay tuned. I'll have a video, bias aside, talking about why Kong is actually going to beat Godzilla. Number one, because it makes sense. And I'll tell you the other two in the video. All right. Do we have rapid fire topics, Zach?
Honestly, I decided not to go with them. There wasn't too many to talk about personally. I wanted to more give the
and he's cutting out again.
No, I'm just fucking stupid and I can't talk.
Yard for not solving a fucking thing.
No, I just want to give more time for the audience, man.
I hate my life.
It's all right.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to your questions if there are any, because I know today's show isn't anything that you feel like watching, and I wouldn't blame you, unfortunately. So you have my sincerest apologies. So let's start with is the movie club the cool kids club? Yes, it is. If you're a Geek of the Roundtable, it's the cool kids show. It's the cool kids roundtable. Let's say that. Joe Fletcher says, "I want the Harry Potter show to be a Voldemort origin story." I wouldn't mind that. It's not necessarily what I want. I think they could do that, but I think it'd have to be a limited series and not just their long-running show. What do you think, Zach?
I don't want Voldemort. I want fucking Snape.
Oh, you want Snape?
Yeah, if we're gonna touch on any character, Snape, man. I saw also Harry Potter's parents would be interesting too.
Yeah, that just gave me the idea of making a show about the Marauders. If they did a show like that, it could be interesting. So yeah, that's a good idea, Joe. Joe Fletcher says, "Do you think Spider-Man 3 will get pushed back?" I believe we talked about this last week. I think let's wait because Doctor Strange 2 is shooting. You know.
Yes.
I was gonna say if they delay Doctor Strange 2, they're gonna delay Spider-Man, but it's more the opposite. I don't know. Let's see if we're still in this by the summer. If we are, I think Spider-Man 3 is getting delayed.
I agree.
Tyler Van, good guy Tyler Van is here. Hey guys, have there been any times where someone won an Oscar for acting, but you think it should have instead gone to one of the other? Yes, last year. Bridget Jones. What's her name? Renee Zellweger won for Best Actress. It should have gone to Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story. 1,000,000%. Off the top of my head, Frances McDormand also won for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
And she shouldn't have.
I'm not saying she shouldn't have. I'm very happy that she won the Oscar. I personally would have given it to Sally Hawkins for Shape of Water.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I would have given it to... I do think the Oscar for The Revenant was Leo DiCaprio's Oscar, 1,000,000%, but I also would have given him the Oscar for Wolf of Wall Street instead of Dallas Buyers Club.
I would have too. But also that year that he won for The Revenant, Fassbender should have won.
I don't agree.
Really? You're fucking crazy.
No, because
You're fucking crazy.
It's
you are
the
fucking crazy.
No,
you are
it's the
fucking.
same.
I will
No.
fuck you up. You are fucking crazy.
No, it's the
You
same
want to go
reason.
fight? We'll go fucking
Yes,
fight right
we'll
outside
go
right now.
fucking fight. We'll go
I'll beat your
socially
fucking
distance
ass.
fight.
Naked. Naked fight.
No, but
You
it's the
think I'm
same
fucking
reason.
with you?
It's the same reason we would have given the Oscar to Sally Field. Is because an actor's job is to portray emotion without saying a single word. And that's exactly what Leo does in The Revenant. That's exactly what Sally does in The Shape of Water.
Okay.
So yeah, those are the ones. Any others, Zach, that come to your mind?
I mean, you can be wrong. It's okay. Fassbender still should have won.
Not true.
I mean, Nightcrawler should have been nominated.
That's true. I agree with that. That's for sure.
So
that's a very good call.
That's my biggest thing.
Joe Fletcher, what do you think will happen in tomorrow's episode of WandaVision? Ooh, my friend.
Nothing. This one's going to end.
Zach, I am going to abstain from answering this question.
Why?
I can't tell you why. I can't tell you specifically why, but I'm not saying why in public.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm abstaining, but whatever you think is going to happen is probably not going to happen. I'll put it that way.
Okay. I'm going to not really say anything. Just because I have no idea.
Movie Apprentices here. Honestly, very surprised my cinema hasn't laid us off yet. Good. They shouldn't. He's Timzilla. Zeke, Gonzalez, and Saldi are good friend. Question for the live Q&A. Who do you think will win? Should win, not will. Should win. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress this Oscar season.
I was going to tell you we're probably going to do this for an actual topic.
We are? Okay.
I was thinking we should.
So we're going to abstain from that from now, Zeke, but whenever the time comes for us to do this, if we don't shout you out, but then call us out on it. Call us out on it. You're free to call us out if we don't shout you out, because we're gonna pick this question, and near the Oscars, we're gonna do our predictions. But thank you for the question. Thank you very much, Joe Fletcher. Diminutive Scott is also Team Godzilla. Joe Fletcher, why do you think Godzilla vs. Kong was the later? Good question. I have no idea. Zach has a theory. Why do you think it was Zach? And here we go again, cutting off.
100%. You want to know why? It's easy. Snyder Cut, week before. That's the week everyone keeps talking about.
There we go.
There we go. It's coming. That's why. Is everyone ready? If it's not that week, then I have no idea. But Ren, you know it's still going international the 26th, right? I didn't know that. If theaters are open, you can go see it in theaters.
Yeah. I don't know, because my theater isn't open. There are theater chains that are open. Odeon is open, but Cineworld, my theater chain, is not. So I don't know. I'd honestly, this is shocking to me, but I'd be more willing to go to the theater to watch a Godzilla vs. Kong than to watch a Justice League. I know it's going to be different, but for some reason, given that I've seen the Justice League, there are remnants of whatever the Snyder Cut is going to be in there, so I don't feel as inclined, even though I would love to. But right now, I'm more inclined to go see Godzilla vs. Kong at the theater if I have the chance, rather than the Snyder Cut.
If the Snyder Cut comes out on my birthday, I'm going to watch it in the morning, and then I'm going to rent out a theater and plug in my laptop and watch it in the theater.
Fletcher is Team Godzilla. Zeke, Gonzalez, and Sully. You're not in the minority. From what I see, it's pretty 50-50. But yeah, you're not in the minority, dude. You're in very good company. We have some very good friends who are Team Zilla. Leo Rydell from Geekly Goods is Team Godzilla. Mama's Geeky is Team Zilla. Dwayne Miller from the Cinemania world is Team Zilla. They are crazy. They are. Yeah, and you are crazy too, Zeke, but you're not in the minority. M Chat says, let's go. That's what you love to see. It's cutting out when you want to answer questions. Have either of you seen Demon Slayer? It's just released on Netflix in the UK. It's a Netflix in the UK. I thought it was just in the US. It's an anime that I really want to watch. It's from my favorite studio, my favorite anime studio. They did my favorite anime of all time. So I might just start watching it. Today is Thursday, so it's Promised Neverland Day. So if you guys are not watching Promised Neverland, I reviewed the first season last year. The second season is airing right now. Go into it blind. I've recommended it to Zach. I keep recommending it to you guys. Go watch the Promised Neverland, because that's a good one. And again, go in blind. Go in without knowing anything. I've been more Godzilla than Kong. Movie Apprentice guesses that Godzilla vs Kong will be rotten, but it will be a fan pleaser. He just wants to see two titans brawl. I'm like you, and one of those titans, it's going to win, and it will be the hairy one.
Hairy cheeks, baby.
Hairy cheeks. I think Kong fans will be mad. If Godzilla, of course, we'll be mad, because it doesn't make any sense for Godzilla to win. Godzilla is an obese lizard who can barely move half of the time. Yes, I am fat shaming the lizard. Thoughts on the 1998 Godzilla movie? Oof, Zach, do you want to start with this one?
The original one? Is that the original one? Or not? Oh, that's the fucking Roland Emmerich one. I thought you said 19 something else. Dude, terrible. Fucking god awful. I remember watching that as a kid, and I'm like, that's not even a fucking Godzilla. That's a lizard.
Well,
terrible.
Is a
terrible.
Lizard.
No. Terrible movie. Terrible movie.
Jesus. Really, really bad movie. My favorite Godzilla design, and it did give us an amazing animated series. The animated series of Godzilla is awesome. I'll say that much. Yes.
I'll probably never watch it.
It is. I don't know where you can find it, to be honest, so I can't even recommend it, but it is awesome. Joe Fletcher, how many MCU movies do you think will come out this year? So supposedly, let's just start with the supposedly. We have Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Spider-Man. If I believe I'm not missing anyone. It's tough to say right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I think all four. The only one I'm iffy on is Spider-Man, but Sony is so adamant about getting that fucking thing out, man.
Yeah.
They'll do it.
I'm going to stick with 4, but I think at the very least 3. At the very least, we got 3. We got Shang-Chi. Is it? No, is Shang-Chi the one?
What?
Because I know there's 4, but something in my head is telling me that Shang-Chi is not that 4th one. MCU movies.
Shang-Chi's in June.
It is? Okay, so it's Shang-Chi.
Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man.
Okay, so I'm going to stay with you, Zach. It's 4, but at the very least 3. Jack Alexander has been here in all the streams today, so shout out to Jack, who has been here since the first stream where he kept on failing, and now he's still here. Thank you so much, Zach. For one of your movies of the week, you should do Swiss Army Man, which I love. It was my number 3 or 4 of 2016. Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Dano. Today is Zach's turn to recommend a movie by the end of the show, so maybe he already has that one in mind. Or maybe if he doesn't, I'll recommend. I'll do the movie
club.
Movie,
though. That's a great movie, though.
Love that movie.
Love that movie. Dude, I have a funny story with that movie, though. Yeah. I have a funny story. So me and my friend, so when the film premiered at Sundance, I heard the title. I'm like, oh, it's a war film. That's exactly what I thought. Thought it was a fucking war film, and I think it was Scott Mance.
And it is.
Yeah. And then Scott Mance tweets out the farting and stuff. I'm like,
oh my god, it's the farting.
Yeah, I was like, I need to see this now.
Yeah.
And then the trailer came out. I loved it. I loved the music in the trailer. And so I convinced my best friend to go see it with me. Mm-hmm. And so we go to the theater to see it. No, we fucking loved it. We loved it. We loved it. The best thing was, it was us two and this elderly couple right in front of us. And I'm listening to them talk the whole time. They're like, I thought this was a war film. I don't get this. And like 30 minutes in, just fucking leaves. Never comes back.
I mean, honestly, I hated the trailer. When I watched it at the time it came out, I hated it. But oh man, I love that movie so much. So
dude,
much.
The music, incredible. And dude, for everyone who doesn't know, those directors actually made another film that premiered at Sundance last year, but I don't even think it's out yet. It's called Omniboat. A Fantasia boat. Dude, I saw this thing at midnight. and I literally pissed my pants of laughter. It's way too long. It's like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Jesus.
Maybe I'm over. Maybe like 2 hours and 30. It's long, but it's like a bunch of different short stories, and it's about the life of a boat in Florida.
Okay.
This boat fucks. This boat has a child. This boat literally makes love. You see fucking what's his face? Robert Redford as a talking merman.
Jesus Christ.
A naked talking merman.
Okay, it's 2 hours from what I'm seeing.
Oh, it didn't feel like 2 hours.
Oh, Jason David Frank is in it.
Yes.
That's this guy right here. This
Yeah.
guy is in that movie.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, dude.
You just sold me. I was
Ren,
just
if you
sold
go
on this
in,
movie.
get high before watching it.
Oh, I will. I have the resources for that.
Okay.
Kate McLean, do you think Mephisto is behind the events in... Yes.
Yeah.
He's
going to be the villain for Doctor Strange, too.
I actually have and for Spider-Man 3, I actually have a theory, a video on it, the wildest theories. And if you go to that video and you comment your theories, I'm going to do a companion video for that on Monday. And every week, as long as you guys comment and interact and share your theories, I will do other videos about it to share your theories and shout you out on those. So go check that out. Joe Fletcher, who do you want to win Best Actor this year? Ooh, Best Actor.
That's a great Best Actor. Let's do Best Actor and Best Actress. Let's just do both.
Okay. Best Actress. It's either. Oh no, it's a 3-person race for me now, Zach. And you know who? To me, it's either Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman, Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman, and Zendaya for Malcolm and Marie.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
I already know what's going to happen. And I'm going to be fucking pissed if this happens. I don't think Promising Young Woman gets nominated for anything. For fucking anything.
For
I think
anything.
Script is nope. I think... I don't even want to say script. I don't think it gets nominated for anything. I think it's a Nightcrawler effect. I think it fucking misses out. That's gonna
be an outrage.
I'll be pissed.
Me too.
Let me throw this out. And I'm hoping I'm wrong. Yeah. I just see the Nightcrawler stuff because Nightcrawler nominate, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I think Carey Mulligan gets everything but that. I think Golden Globe. For me, I think Zendaya should win. She's. I mean, again, if any of those three won, Zendaya, Vanessa Kirby, I would be so happy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't. Something deep down tells me Zendaya doesn't get nominated.
Yeah.
Or even Malcolm and Marie for the most part. Yeah. And in fact, the fact that Vanessa Kirby missed out at the Film Independent Awards also makes me think she might not get nominated. It's still very up in the air. I need to see what the Golden Globes are. Mm-hmm. That's the one I need to see. I usually don't go off the Golden Globes, but I think this is a year we actually need to pay attention more to the Golden Globes because it's so close. But I'm telling you, man, those three should win. And this goes nothing against Frances McDormand. She is so good in Nomadland, but she should not win this year. There are three superior performances to her. The only other performance that I could put up there is Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Yeah,
I think she's excellent in there too.
I think those are our nominations.
I agree.
Zendaya, Vanessa Kirby, Carey Mulligan, Frances, and Viola, and those are our nominations. To me, it's between those three. Either of those three win, and even if Viola or Frances win, I'll be like, cool. I disagree, but totally cool with that. Yep. But yeah, how about Best Actors, Zach? Because I have two. To me, it's a 2-person race. It's not there's these two people, and then there's the other three nominees, whoever they're gonna be. To me, it's between John David Washington for Malcolm and Marie and Anthony Hopkins for The Father. And I'd probably
wait. You think John's could win?
I think he could win. Personally, my vote is for Anthony Hopkins because he's stupid.
He's so good. He's so good in The Father.
It's stupid, dude.
You know what? If the Father should have one guaranteed win, no matter what. You want to hear what that win should be? Should be editing. If it doesn't win for editing, I'll be absolutely fucking baffled. I'll be baffled. But I don't think Hopkins wins. I'm still saying that. I think Chadwick wins. I still
Okay.
think Chadwick Boseman wins.
For
I still
for Ma Rainey?
Yep. I think. Well, okay. Let me say this. Defy Bloods is moving up fast. I think Best Picture right now, to be honest with you, is between 3 films. It's between Trials of Chicago 7, Nomadland, and Defy Bloods. I think those are our 3 main picks that we're really going into. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and I can't speak too much on the film, but Judas and the Black Messiah. Those are 2 films that, depending how the audience receives them, those could shoot up very fast. And I mean very fast, Ren.
Yeah.
Very fast. Because Daniel Kaluuya, he's our Best Supporting Actor winner. No, 100%. And don't be shocked if Lakeith gets nominated. That's why I think Best Actor, that 5th person, that 5th slot, like for me, these are the ones that I think are like 100% getting in. I don't even know if maybe. Chadwick Boseman 100% is getting in. I think 2, it has to be Anthony Hopkins. I don't even want to say John David Washington. I think those are the only 2 I would actually feel confident with saying they are both getting nominated. I think the ones that you could argue getting in there is Sound of Metal, Riz Ahmed, Stephen Yeun, Delroy Lindo, John David Washington, Lakeith Stanfield. I had one more and I can't remember it, but those are the ones I'm going with. So it's going to be an excellent year. I'm actually planning on doing a video soon for this, so look forward to that.
All right. Joe Fletcher, have you watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I have, from beginning to end. Zach, I believe you started when it came out, but you just didn't connect to it, so you dropped it.
Terrible show.
All right. It's pretty good, actually. The last season.
I know. I'll say this. I watched the Ghost Rider season, really liked it, and then just fell off again.
Tyler Van with the question about who do we think should have won instead of the actual winner. The popular example I've heard is Stallone for Mark Rylance over Bridge of Spies, but I haven't seen Bridge of Spies, so I can really say thoughts. I agree, but
Rylance was incredible in there.
Bridge of Spies is really fucking good. I remember at the time it came out, I loved that movie, and then all of the reviewers that existed, because that was actually the year before I created my channel. So the Schmoes and Stuckman and Johns and all the other big ones, they were like, yeah, the film is overall fine. They just love the performance from Mark Rylance. I agree that Stallone just has an edge over it, but I don't mind whatsoever that Rylance won because he was just really freaking good.
I agree.
So yeah, the protagonist from Tenet. 3 most underrated actors working right now should get more work. For me, it's Cillian Murphy, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Peter Dinklage. I agree with Cillian Murphy.
Picks. I agree with Cillian too.
Benedict Cumberbatch, I think he's good, honestly. I'd go. Some people are not gonna like this answer, but Zac Efron, man, given like big meaty roles, he can pull it off.
I agree.
The Netflix movie, the Ted Bundy movie, which has a really long title, that is an awful title, but he's really fucking good in it, even though the film isn't that great as a whole.
Can I say something? Say something? So I got to interview the director of that.
You did.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I shouldn't have posted my review till after I interviewed him because I didn't love the film, man. I didn't love it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. And I walked up, my name's Zach Pope. He goes, "Oh, you're Zach Pope." That's fucking what he said to me, and I was like, "All right, so you saw my review. I gave it a good review. Still, I didn't like some of the elements from the film." Which is fair. Yeah, he was like, and then we tried talking to him about because he did the second Blair Witch film, which is like not supposed to talk about.
Book of Shadows.
Like, yeah, he was. Let's not talk about this. I was like, okay.
But for third, who would I put there for third? I don't know, man.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Brian Tyree Henry. From
I think he's going up right now, though.
Kinda, but he's still underrated, man.
Who would I put there? I don't know what my third one would. Peter Dinklage is a good one, man. So I don't know if I take him out. Yeah, let's just stick with Dinklage over there because he's He's a good call for that. Dominican Scott, what will you guys do after you check out the Snyder Cut? Review it.
Jerk off.
Jesus. What will change with the DCU? I can absolutely promise you, watch me eat my words a few weeks from now. I can absolutely promise you nothing will change with the DCU because they've talked about this a million times by now. It's an offshoot. It's an alternate universe, and the rest of the DCU is the main universe. And Zach seems to be not in good terms with WWE, but Jesus, WB, as he's leaving this. That's why they decided. Excuse me. That's why they decided to put it out as a movie instead of the miniseries as they were planning. Anything to add, Zach?
I hope it's great.
Yeah, same.
I really do, man. I really fucking do.
The next question after this one from Dominican Scott is for you, Zach. What's so bad about Godzilla 1998? The human characters are awful, they're unfunny, and it's got all the Roland Emmerich-isms that you expect and just get in the way of a fun Godzilla movie. Like, the cinematography is
and honestly,
boring.
I've never liked a Roland Emmerich film. Never liked one.
Independence Day, the first one?
It's fine.
Oh
Not
my
great
God.
to me. I really wish I would like it.
Oh my God. Okay. Joe Fletcher, do you think Cad Bane will be in the book of Boba Fett? Zach, take it away.
Fuck yeah, you will. I'm calling it right now. I think he's going to be the villain of the show. I think he's going to be the main antagonist for Boba Fett. I think it makes sense because didn't he give Boba Fett the hole?
Don't remember.
Okay, I know it's something to do with that. He has something to do. He knows Boba Fett. They've interacted before. You know, when Boba Fett was a kid. I think it makes sense. Put Cad Bane in there. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think I know who I would want to play this. I have two people. If they're going to do voice, I know who I want to do the voice. If they're going to do actual mocap on set and voice, I don't know if you're going to agree with this. So if they do voice, I want Clint Eastwood.
That'd be cool. I don't know if he'd agree to that. I don't know if this would be the project that interests him, but I'd be cool with that.
But if they don't, I want his son. I actually like his son. I think his son, when given good material, is a good actor. But I think he would fucking kill it, man. I think he would actually really kill it.
So you think you would want Scott to be like the on-set actor?
And do the voice. Like if Clint doesn't want to do it,
I'm not disagreeing necessarily, but I think he'd be too young to portray him on screen. So I would want somebody older, not Clint Eastwood old, but older. So yeah, not strongly disagreeing. Just I haven't seen anything good from Scott.
Cad Bane's going to be in the show. Do you agree with me?
I think if he's going to be in anything ever, this is the place to put him. So that I'll put it that way. The protagonist, Harry Potter series fan cast. Oof.
I can't do that.
I cannot do that because we have no idea who are going to be the characters in the show, what they are going to approach, what's the timeline. But yeah. So right now it's too soon, but when they start sharing details about what the story is, the types of characters, do ask us that again, because we love doing some fan casting here. Joe Fletcher, why has every Sony movie been pushed except for Venom? No idea, to be honest. I have no idea. Maybe they're optimistic that by the time Venom is supposed to come out, they're gonna be able to put it in theaters and they're gonna have 100% capacity. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. It's actually a really good question, but I have no idea. The protagonist, would you be open for Nolan to directing a movie in the MCU? Maybe a Fantastic Four. Maybe a Fantastic Four 2, because the first one already has a director. But look, am I open to seeing my favorite director directing my favorite cinematic universe? 1,000,000%. The real question, $1 million question is Nolan open to directing a movie in the MCU? But I am, for sure. How about you, Zach?
Let me tell you right now. The biggest fuck you Nolan could do is go to Kevin Feige and say, what do you want me to direct? And I'll be honest with you. It could happen. I'm not saying it will. It could happen. And listen to me and listen good. I say it will happen because if Nolan were to come to Kevin Feige and say, I want to direct a Marvel film, you're going to tell me Kevin Feige's going to tell him no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I think Nolan knows how to play around in a world. He knows, he gets it. He gets a studio game as long as he can do what he wants to do. And who says they don't say, hey, what character do you want to do? And he's like, I want to do, I don't know, fucking MODOK. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make a MODOK origin story. I don't know. You know what I could see him doing? I could see him. What hero do you think he could play around in? That's what I'm trying to think in.
I was thinking about that, and the one thing I can actually see him do ever is already taken.
What is it?
Moon Knight.
That's what. But maybe Moon Knight movie, maybe Moon Knight Blade team up movie, dude. What if they got him for Blade? I could see him doing Blade.
I could see them do. I'm gonna throw one out there. I'm gonna mix my two dreams. I'm gonna make the ultimate dream come true. Christopher Nolan directing the Nova movie for Marvel Studios. Oh, Zach, my body reaction to that if it ever happened. I
he would do a good job. He would do a good job.
Of course he would. Of course he would. Yeah. Something? I was just thinking.
If I was Nolan, dude. If I was Nolan, I would fucking do it, man.
Yeah, dude. I was just thinking about this last night. Someone who Nolan has never worked with that I think would just be a dream come true.
Who?
Ryan Gosling. How has Nolan still not worked with Ryan Gosling?
It's kind of shocking.
It is, because they seem like a fit to each other. Anyway, Joe Fletcher, what genre do you want Nolan to tackle next? Just because he hasn't at all done it, comedy. I want to see what he does with comedy.
Tenet was kind of funny.
Tenet was really funny, but it isn't a comedy,
Dude, my favorite scene in there is when Kenneth Branagh's just fucking going off on John David Washington at the dinner table. He goes, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna shove your balls down your throat. And John, really? That's cool. Perfect.
Mine is the interaction he has at the restaurant with the waiter who's being rude to him, and he's just like, I'll have the same. We have a special menu, and he's like, oh yeah, so bring it here. Like he's the boss of the place. Eric Thorpe. Hopefully both Kong and Godzilla get nominated for Best Actor next year. I agree, especially Kong because he's going to win. Jorge. Oh, we had a jump. Had a jump. Here we go. What happened? The streams decided to be bitches. So here we are. But thank you for still being here. What is your favorite show on Netflix? Ever Daredevil. If we're talking about shows that are currently on Netflix and haven't been canceled yet, off the top of my head, I'd probably go The Witcher. That'd be mine. How about you, Zach? No. Wait. Whoa. The Queen's Gambit, for sure. How about you, Zach?
Can you repeat the question?
What is your favorite show on Netflix?
Oh, Ozark.
Okay. That's a good one. Joe Fletcher, where would you put Cal Kestis if he is to appear in live action? Either The Mandalorian or The Ahsoka Show.
Yep.
Jack Alexander, Viola Davis should win supporting, not leading, but she is going in as leading for Ma Rainey. I think she is a supporting actress in that movie, but they're putting her as leading.
She actually has the same amount of screen time as Chadwick, though.
That's true. So
they have an even amount. It's 1 minute off, because I thought the same thing, but Chadwick's 42 minutes and she's 41.
Yeah, but I say this more in the way that the story uses her, and she feels much more like a supporting character. Just came here to say hi and go back to work. Haha, thank you for being here. Go Kong. Exactly.
I will say, though, if she did get put in a supporting, she'd win. That's a really... Yeah. That's not the high... Yeah. Personally, for me, my favorite supporting actress performance right now is Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah, she's really good. This is a prayer for Promising Young Woman. Thank you for the donation. Great podcast, but I gotta head out. Thank you for being here, Cade. Glad to have you. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna do that, dude. Sometimes I go up to people at work behind them and just say that really loud.
But I have headphones, Zach. You cannot say that because you'll burst my ears.
I'm gonna fuck
I'd,
you
am-
up, little boy.
I'd amend Geeks at the Roundtable podcast with Bruno Felicio.
If someone donates Ren $2 right now, I'll do Mickey Mouse's voice for the rest of the podcast.
Oh, please don't. Now that you mentioned Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I was not very hooked by that show, but The Gifted definitely is good. I wish they could. Same here. Look, I watched
Gifted was
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
underrated.
from beginning to end. I do prefer the 2 seasons we got.
Oh, did Ren freeze?
We are back.
Rennie Ren freeze? Did my
We are
Rennie
back.
Ren freeze? No, my
We
Rennie
are
Ren
back.
froze. Okay, hello.
We both froze. Now that you mentioned Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yeah, I like the Gifted much more than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I still haven't finished the second season, though. I still got to finish that second season that was canceled after that. Zach asked this on Twitter recently, but would you rather get another season of Daredevil or a Daredevil movie? Charlie Cox was proposing. If
Movie.
it was to conclude the storyline of the show, another season. If it was to continue with Daredevil in the MCU, but it's Charlie Cox again, I'd go movie, and it's just the first of many movies. So yeah, we got some love between Katya and Bruna on the chat. Joe Fletcher, which era do you prefer, first class or original? First class, to be honest. Yeah, first class. For you, Zach?
Honestly, high key, I'm with you. I think the first class in Days of Future Past, well, where do you count Logan? Does Logan count in that or no?
I think
And Wolverine. Because if you count those, I'm going to the other one.
It's tough. So I guess we'll put it this way. Logan is even on another era.
So
then
Wolverine
either
count.
Yeah, they don't count because they're a different era, I'll say. So
Okay.
I'll say first class for sure.
Okay. So I'll stick with first class, even though I think X2 is the second best one.
I agree with that. Definitely. Ricardo Salvisa, who do you want to be better at building the MCU in terms of actors? Matt Damon, my friend. He's coming back. Do you think he's just coming back to play the actor who played Loki? That would be pretty cool since Loki is supposedly dead now for sure. He's actually playing Loki since Loki is dead. That would be funny.
But I have a question for you. Does he have to be on set to play Beta?
If they want to do motion capture, which would end up looking better in post-production after they add the visual effects, yes.
Okay.
But he doesn't need to be always there. They can do it with anybody. It doesn't have to be Matt Damon. But I think you would want Matt Damon as the physical.
I wanted to ask you, how long do you think the Guardians are going to be there for?
10 minutes.
Like, I don't know about you. I really don't want them in there for that long. And I love, you know me, favorite fucking MCU films, Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't want them in there that long. I really don't.
10 minutes is long?
No. I'm just saying I don't want them in for like majority of the film.
Oh yeah, I mean they're not gonna be in there for that long. It's gonna be 10 minutes stops, and maybe 10 minutes is pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Tyler Van, staying on the Oscars topic, you're very welcome to stay on whichever topic you want, my friend. Some people who have never been nominated: Donald Sutherland, Colin Farrell, Jamie Lee Curtis, Martin Sheen, Kevin Bacon, John Goodman, and add Ray Fiennes to that list. He's never been nominated. I think he's probably the best actor to have never even been nominated for. No, he's been nominated. What am I? He's the best actor not to win, but he's been nominated. But that's a great list to be in, my friend. I mean, it's not a good list to be in because they haven't ever been nominated, but it's a very great list of great actors. Jaquise Tyrone. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Do you think WandaVision is going to bring Quicksilver in somehow, in some way? Yes. That's all I can say.
I'm not
Zach,
saying anything. I'm not going to say anything.
The protagonist.
Just because of you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not going to say anything.
Favorite movie score? Mine is Interstellar, Man of Steel, and Tenet. Man of Steel for sure. Just Star Wars, the original trilogy. And The Lion King is up there for me. Also, La La Land, the score for Blade Runner from Vangelis. Phew, that's good. Um, do you have any favorite movie scores, Zach?
Dude, I mean, Interstellar, Man of Steel are up there. I love Black Panthers. Raiders of the Lost Ark is my favorite score of all time, though.
Yeah. Those are good pulls. Taliban, what about Roland Emmerich's film The Patriot? That's right. Patriot is great, Zach. You've never seen The Patriot?
No,
okay. You got to see it. That one is actually really good.
That one's actually good.
That one is Mel Gibson, Jason Isaacs, other familiar faces. How do you think Mandalorian, Rangers of the New Republic, and Ahsoka they will happen at the same exact time? We'll have episodes in each show in each season. They're like, oh, I have to go do this thing on that street, and that happens in Rangers. Then the next episode of Ahsoka, you see the Rangers going to that street where they meet up with Ahsoka and have an adventure together. So yeah, Geekly Goods. Complimenting your hoodie, Zach, which does indeed look crispy. It's Dragon Ball hoodie. Wow. Jaquise, remember to not spam the chat. We'll get to your question in time. We've answered that. What are you guys' most anticipated movie of the year? Dune.
So since you said Dune's obviously mine, but I'm gonna go a little bit different. Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
Can I flip something around? What's your favorite? What's your most anticipated indie film? Because mine's mine's The Northman or The Green Knight.
I didn't count The Northman when I made my video.
Oh, I did.
But I'm gonna go Northman. I'm gonna go Northman, man.
You know what? I'll also give a shout out. Old. I am so excited for.
I am interested. I wouldn't put it in my top 10 personally, but I'm very interested in seeing what he does with that. Demonican Scott, thoughts on Superman Returns? Is Brandon Routh a good Superman?
Yeah, I think he's great, actually. I think he's the best part about that film.
Superman Returns is not a good movie. I'll say that. It has interesting ideas. It clearly wants to explore Superman in an interesting way, but it is not a good movie. Brandon Routh is not a good Superman because of the material he was given. Because whatever you think about the CW shows, you go watch The Crisis on Infinite Earths, you go to the episode where Brandon Routh is playing that alternate Earth Superman, he's fucking awesome. I love Brandon Routh.
Me too.
But in Superman Returns,
dude, he told me that yesterday. He fucking loves you.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay, he shot you a text.
Like, dude, I want to kiss Ren. And I said, really? I mean, I don't ever want to do that, but Mr. Brandon Routh, if you'd like to, I mean, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Good to know that Brandon Routh loves me. Can you guys do director swap, which makes both movies better? Wow, that's a good one. Let me check, because I have two directors in mind. I need to check, though, what else one of them has done. Do you have any ideas? Anything comes to mind, Zach?
Yeah, I actually have one. It's for the MCU.
Okay.
I would,
wow.
James Gunn and Taika Waititi.
You like what James?
Taika does the Guardians. James does the.
You think that would make the movies better?
Oh! I thought it was just for fun. I don't know.
No. Okay, I have one. Okay, I have one. I'm going to change the Meg's director, and the House with the Clock in Its Walls director. That one was directed by Eli Roth. I'm going to put Eli Roth directing the Meg, and then the John Turteltaub, who directed the National Treasure movies, Sorcerer's Apprentice, I'm going to put him directing the House with the Clock in Its Walls. And I think that does make both movies better. Yeah.
That's a great one.
Joe Fletcher, how big of a role do you guys think Sif will have in Love and Thunder?
I think she dies.
Yeah, Zach thinks she dies. I think she has a really good supporting role and dies. While Zach
Let me
just
put that
thinks
down.
she's
No, no,
there
no.
to die.
I think she has a good supporting role.
Okay, okay,
I don't think she would have came back. She's not under contract to come back.
okay.
So
Zeke Gonzalez and Saldi. My pick for Mephisto in the MCU. Jeffrey. That's a good pick. That's a good pick, and it'd be really funny for
dude,
Supernatural fans.
can I say something though?
Mhm.
That's not that far out though. He was supposed to be in The Boys season 2, and scheduling conflicts
Oh, really?
made
I did
yes.
not know.
He was supposed to be in season 2.
I knew Eric Kripke wanted him because they worked together in Supernatural for a long time, but I did not know he actually had a role and just had to
So yeah,
drop out.
and from what I understand, season 3 he's also supposed to be in, but same thing, scheduling conflicts. Which I know, yes, he's in The Walking Dead though. That's a big portion of it, is because he is in The Walking Dead. So maybe I'm just going a little bit out there, but that's a great one, dude. He is so good, dude. He is my favorite. It's funny. I don't like the comedian in the Watchmen comics, but I fucking love him in the movie because of Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah. Geekly Goods, pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Look, this is not a discussion. This is not a matter of opinion. Pineapple on pizza is heavenly. If you don't like pineapple on pizza, you are wrong and you have damaged taste buds. And the problem is you. Zach, I got a little too carried away. Take it away from me, my friend. Pineapple on pizza. Yes.
I don't
yes
hate
or
it.
no?
I like it. It's fine. I'll eat it if I have to. It's not my number one selection.
It's fucking delicious. It's
my
fucking
dick is fucking delicious. Have you ever had breakfast pizza?
No.
Then you're messing
that's because I don't have breakfast. I do intermittent fasting. So yeah. Joe Fletcher, are you excited for Matrix 4? No. Not at all. Not one bit. I haven't seen the second and third Matrix's movies, but I have seen all the other movies the directors did, and they all suck ass. So yeah, I'm not excited. How about you, Zach?
Shit, I'm excited.
Okay, that's fair. I you don't have to agree with me. I'm glad someone is.
Let me tell you this. I love the first Matrix. I think it's perfect. The next two are fine. Like, they're not terrible, but they're not great. I like Speed Racer. I don't love it. I like it. I think that's all the other. I haven't seen their other ones.
Cloud Atlas.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah, I wanted to see that. I bought it for my dad, and then I never watched it with him.
Don't. But yeah, I'm not excited. The only thing Matrix 4 has going for it, in my opinion, is that it has Barney Stinson in it. If you know who that is, well, then you should be excited for that part.
I read the leaked concept for it, and it actually sounds really good. Yeah, do you want me to say it?
Sure.
So, from what I was reading, the Matrix 4 takes place in the same world, but imagine if the first 3 Matrix movies were actually a movie, and it's breaking the fourth wall, and Keanu Reeves is like, it's supposed to be breaking the fourth wall, and like Neo, that's his movie, and I don't know how to really describe it, but that's what I was reading. I kind of liked it. I kind of like it a lot.
That gets me more worried. The protagonist. Thoughts on James Wan? I think he's brilliant and is so versatile, just like Spielberg, one of the modern greats. The only reason why I don't think he's like Spielberg is because outside of Aquaman, the only thing he's done is horror. But I do love James Wan. James Wan is awesome. But Zach, you love him even more than I do. Correct?
I do. He's. I actually do think he'll eventually be the next Steven Spielberg.
All right.
He's very early in his career, though. So that's the thing I need to remember. But he's already jumped around. I need to see him do a drama, though. I need to see him do a drama or a comedy or something of that nature. He's done horror. He's done thrillers. He's done blockbusters. I need to see him do that. You know what I mean?
Tyler Van, what are some underrated Scorsese movies? By the way, are you surprised that Shutter Island only has 68% on critic rating? I'm not surprised because I don't care to look at those things. But yeah, it shouldn't only have 68%. That's for sure. Honestly, when I think Scorsese and I think underrated, and I haven't seen all his movies, I've seen most of them for sure, but not all. The one thing I think when I think Scorsese and underrated is silence, because nobody talks about silence. Maybe because they're in silence. But that movie is fucking amazing. What do you think, Zach?
Silence. Silence and Shutter Island are his most underrated films.
For sure. Garza Lavisa, about the Uncharted movie. Mark Wahlberg as Sully, a serious, strange character for the choice for the video game character. I can see Wahlberg when I think of Sully in the games. Don't think about Sully in the games. It's going to be Sully in the movie. Completely different. You have to take it from zero. It doesn't. It's not a continuation. It's completely unrelated. Let's say, and you want someone who can play this role for a while. You don't want this person to play Sully for one movie. You want Sully to be in the action. You want Sully to be active. So of course it makes sense to cast someone else. And Mark Wahlberg is Mark Wahlberg is a very underrated actor. I'll say that. Nobody gives him enough credit, even though he does make some odd role choices a lot of the time. I'm not going to say he doesn't, but he's a great actor, and I think he's going to be an awesome Sully, who, by the way, in popular opinion, a character I did not give a shit about until the third game.
That's why the third one's my favorite.
Yeah. The third one is when I start caring for Sully. Joe Fletcher, are you excited for the Meg 2?
No. I like the first one too. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, I saw that film drunk, and I just fucking loved it. I think I own it too. Yeah, I own it.
I was excited for the Meg 2, somewhat excited, let's say. I wasn't a fan of the first one, but I was somewhat excited because Ben Wheatley is going to direct it. He directed High Rise and Free Fire, and he was going to direct the next Tomb Raider. So I was somewhat excited. But then I saw Rebecca last year, and Rebecca is a more conventional studio movie, and I don't think he was able to bring his talents up into the fold on that one. So I'm more scared now about the fact that he might be trapped while directing the Meg. Geekly Goods, do you guys watch My Hero Academia? Dude, I've been the evangelist for that ever since I read the manga before the anime. So hell yes, I watch, I read, I am loving every single shit second of it. God damn it, that is so good. Zach is yet to start it. I already got a friend of mine.
I watched the first two.
Continue, God damn it.
I'm busy. Fuck you, I'm busy. I'm trying to finish fucking Rebels.
That's a rewatch. Drop that and watch My Hero Academia.
No.
Yes.
No.
Most disappointing Pixar movie. Zach is gonna hate my answer.
Get the fuck out of here. Just don't fucking say it. We're done with this.
Okay, you answer it first.
It's not Toy Story 4.
Okay, so what is your answer?
I don't think I have one. I really don't. Like, I either go in really excited or I don't. You know, disappoint. Can I say worst? Because, like, if I don't like, you know what I mean? Like, most of the time when I've gone to a Pixar film, I've really liked it. Mm-hmm. I never left like, oh my god, that was terrible or that was so bad. I guess Brave, because I was kind of looking forward to it. I guess Brave. I'll go with Brave.
I actually thought a little bit about my answer because I went into it very afraid for Toy Story 4, and I ended up loving. So I'll say the most disappointing ending is the ending of Toy Story 4. Most disappointing movie in general. Most disappointing.
That ending until I die.
You can defend all you want. I'll keep attacking it until I die. But in general, the most disappointing, I'd say, even though I still really like it, I even think I like it more than most. I'd say it's Monsters Inc. Monsters University. I'm sorry, because it doesn't hold a freaking candle to the first one. Because the first one is so good. But yeah, I think I'll go for that. Tyler Van Wachowski's made one smaller movie before The Matrix called Bound, which is amazing in my opinion. But I agree that they've made a lot of really bad films.
Have you?
Me neither. I know because I can't find it anywhere. I just can't. I know that it exists, but yeah. Space Jam, a glorious event for me. An instant classic of the 90s. Love it, or a guilty pleasure for you? I love it, but it's definitely a guilty pleasure because it's not a good, but I do love it. Me too, for sure. Oh, this is a good one. Zeke asks Mexican or Chinese food. This one is easy for me. How about you, Zach?
Depends on my mood. I like both, but I've
Okay.
been more of a Chinese mood, like Chinese
Okay.
food lately. Even though, just because like I love Mexican food. My
Yeah.
girlfriend's family usually makes it, so
hmm I fucking love Mexican food. I don't care for Chinese food. The
you
only
know, like
Asian
sushi.
I like, but that's Japanese. That's not Chinese,
Oh,
Zach. You
I don't know.
racist.
I don't know the
No, actually,
difference.
I was about to say that the only Asian cuisine I care for that I've tried. I'm sure I've not tried every single Japanese Asian cuisine dish that exists, but the only from what I've tried, the only Asian cuisine I care for is actually sushi. So yeah. Dominican Scott, what is one movie you can't bring yourself to watch ever? Mine is Superman: The Quest for Peace. I don't think I have a movie I will never watch if I haven't already seen it. So I have lots of movies that I will never rewatch because I've seen it once and that's enough. But I don't think I have one. You know what? That I don't exactly refuse to watch this, but just because it's not something it's not something I want to watch. I will never review it. I will never want to talk about it. But since I've never seen it, I
Mhm.
guess my answer would be the Human Centipede. I've never seen any of them. But it's not like I'm actively avoiding seeing them. I'm not interested.
Can
So
I
I
tell you
guess I'll go
something?
with that.
I
Yeah,
watched the second one,
without seeing the
and
first one.
yeah,
Okay.
and the second one's so disgusting. So then I went and watched the first one, and I'm like, this ain't that bad.
Okay.
Because
So
the
then you watch
second
the
one is
first.
so fucking gross. It's
Okay.
so gross. And honestly, the first one's honestly as a film, it's not bad. It's actually
Mhm.
decent. The second one's terrible.
All
The
right.
third one's probably one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. I didn't even finish
Okay.
it actually. It was that bad.
All right. Tyler Van, what's the worst movie you've watched recently, whether it be old or a new release? What's the worst? Ooh,
I can't
I've
say
wa-
mine. It's under
I've
embarrassment.
watched. I think I know what it is. Tell me in the private chat. I think I know. I'm
I'll
gonna
just
guess
say it's
what
an
it is.
anime film.
It's an anime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then I've seen it
You
too.
know which one I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
I'll go with that. I'll probably go with that too. Yeah, but I've seen a lot of. I've seen a couple of bad movies the last few days because Bruna follows. I think she follows her. She follows this girl on TikTok who always recommends movies and she's always blown away, but they end up being very shitty movies.
Yeah.
Um, so just the other day, I watched Circle, a film where there's like 50 strangers wake up in this room
Sounds
and they have to
interesting.
decide who dies. It sounds interesting, but it's very boring. And yesterday, I watched Frozen. No, not the Disney movie, 2010 movie with the guy who plays Iceman. And basically, his three friends on a ski resort, and they
Dude, that
go up
movie's
this.
terrible.
Yeah, so boring, so boring. It can be tense a few times, but it's overall very boring. Giggly Goods, Ran, I'm so glad you love it, my friend. Oh, I do. I'm an evangelist for that, dude. It's top 5 anime of all time, and it's not even over. So if I'm saying that, it's good. Caught up with the manga currently. It's so good. I believe I am 2 or 3 chapters behind, but I am very very on par with what is going on. Dynamite, that's like the best superhero name ever. And if you've read the manga, you know what I'm talking about, because you know how it's spelled. What is the best series of Clone Wars in your? I'm guessing you're asking seasons. Hmm. I'm actually gonna go 4. I'm gonna go 4th season. Only because I would say last season, but the mid portion of that season is so bad I can't put it up there. As a whole, I'm gonna go 4th season. How about you, Zach?
I wish I could do 7 because that last 4 episodes with the beginning's not great. Probably 6 or 5.
Okay. Yeah, no, you know what? I'm gonna go 5 with you because it's the one with Ahsoka and the traitor of the Jedi and all that. I'm gonna go 5 with you for sure. Um, Eric Thorpe, one of my friends, is an animator working on Space Jam as a new legacy. You know what, Eric? You could ask him to be on our show. If you have contact with him, ask him to be a guest on Geeks of the Roundtable or a guest on Origin Story or just an interview whenever the movie comes out. We'd be happy to have him. So remember to tell your friend that. Joe Fletcher, what movie have you watched the most in your life? Oof. The first Avengers, The Lion King, Treasure Planet. A lot of them are animated because when you're a kid, you rewatch and rewatch and rewatch the same movie. Plus, they're shorter movies. Treasure Planet, Tarzan, Hercules, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Beauty and the Beast, the Star Wars trilogy. Every year, once a year, the original Star Wars trilogy. I don't think the first Blade Runner gets to that conversation yet. But yeah, those are a few. How about you, Zach?
Movie I watched the most of my life, Toy Story. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, the Toy Stories are up there too for me, for sure. Except for any movies you saw in theaters and disliked so much that you walked out. The only movie for me is Transformers. Honestly, I have never walked out of a theater. I have never walked out of a movie. I always want to see, even if I'm hating it, I want to see the movie through the end. How about you, Zach?
I have one I walked out of. I
Okay.
have one. And it was almost done. I think I probably had 10 minutes left, and I just said it, maybe 20. I said, fuck it, it's not getting better. That is Gotti.
Oh, yeah. I never.
I sat there watching it. I was fucking starving, and I'm like, it's not getting better. I'm going to get food. And I left.
Yeah. Oh, this is here he is, Dynamite. That's such a fucking awesome name. Geekly Goods, do you think Deku and Bakugo will both be hailed as the greater heroes in their era, like the All Might of the series will be the two of them? I think that's the plan, but I'm not sure how that would work narratively. It just doesn't feel satisfying to have two heroes as the number one, you know? But yeah. Eric Thorpe says he's going to ask his friend. So remember, people, you will probably have one of the animators for Space Jam: A New Legacy on the show, which will be awesome. It'd be awesome if we did, and we owe Eric for that one. So even if you can't have him, even if you can't convince him to be on the show, thank you nevertheless, Eric. Tyler Van, favorite Danny Boyle movie? Train Spotting 1, easy. Zach?
Either his 28 Days or Train Spotting.
Yeah. From definitely Train Spotting for me. And actually one of those sequels that takes so long to make, but it's actually pretty damn good.
I never saw the second one. I need to.
Dude, you need to. It's actually really good.
I need to.
All right. Let's answer two more really good questions, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any, let us know, and we'll answer them, and then we'll call it a day. Jesus Christ, my voice.
It's time to go take a nap, Ren.
No, I need to have my snack, my afternoon snack.
Who has seen this movie?
Let me open my door. I have. I love that.
Who has seen this movie? Yay. Good job. Who has seen the movie?
Which one?
Red Sparrow.
Great movie. Sparrow. I love
Don't get the hate.
Love Red Sparrow.
Don't get the hate for it. Never got the hate for it.
Me neither.
Great movie. Almost everyone walked out in that screener. And that was funny.
Zach, while we wait for the last two questions, tell us what you have coming up in the next few days in the weekend.
So Supernova review coming up today. Tonight will be WandaVision episode 4. The 30 it's coming soon. Erwig and the Witch.
That's 31st. That's the 31st, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's on Sunday. Yeah, that's on Sunday. That's a weird day to lift an embargo.
Yes. bunch of Sundance reviews. I'll be trying to write almost every single review, and then I'll do video reviews like starting the week after Sundance. Judas and the Black Messiah review coming next week as well.
Something else that is coming next week that you cannot talk about that you're getting, but you don't know when the embargo lifts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that. You know what else is coming up soon? Fucking Willy's Wonderland, man. I need to get a screener for that. I need to get a screener for that one.
Yeah. As I said, I have a special Godzilla vs. Kong video talking about the 3 reasons why Kong will win. And again, in all sincerity, that's bias aside. It doesn't matter that I'm Team Kong, Team Godzilla. In fact, if you guys show up in that video, if you comment, if you let me know your thoughts, if you share it around, I will make a 3 reasons why Godzilla will win video. So look out for that one.
I think you should do both. I'll be honest. I think you should do just both no matter what.
Yes, but I actually need to find reasons for Godzilla to win.
Let me tell you the number one reason why Kong will win.
Yeah.
He's not king yet. Who's fucking king? The king of the monsters. Just saying.
Tyler Van, maybe I missed it, but what's the movie recommendation of the week? We still haven't recommended it, so don't worry.
I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now.
All right, Zach, go ahead. For next week.
There's a reason I pulled this one out.
All right.
I want you guys to go check out Red Sparrow because for me, I don't think this film was appreciated enough. It is very brutal, but I really like this film, and I think it's a tough film to watch. But if you can get into it, suck yourself into it, right?
Yeah.
That's why I grabbed it.
All right, so there you go for next week. Movie. Let me type.
Are we allowed to recommend like shitty movies? By the way.
I mean, if you want to, but
because I think I'm gonna do this one in a couple weeks.
What is that? I can't even. Oh, Girls' Night. That movie's not that bad. I'll watch that again.
I love that movie. Scarlett Johansson, man. Take my money.
Yeah, exactly. Red Sparrow. There we go. Let me put that in the chat. Boom. There we are. So. I have that special Kong versus Godzilla video, why Kong will win, the 3 reasons why. I also have my review of Earwig and the Witch. Also, we'll have tomorrow my review for WandaVision, episode 4. You guys should be very careful on the internet. I have to be very careful with how I say things, but you guys should be very careful and don't go online before watching the episode because it's going to be a doozy. It's not like I've seen the episode. But trust me, and I'll have review.
Big. I'll say that too right now. I heard this one's big. So let me say this: if I put something in my thumbnail, fuck you. Listen to me. Fuck you. Go watch the episode first, then you hop on social media. It's the same thing as football, basketball, baseball. If someone's watching the Super Bowl, you gonna be pissed when someone posts the winner? Because you wanted to watch it later, but you got on social media. That's not my fault. Movies, TV, that's all. Well, movies are a little bit different when you see them in theaters. TV's fucking different. If it's one episode that's 30 minutes long, you can make time for it. I got a full-time day job, and guess what? I get up at 1 fucking a.m. every single damn weekend for you guys to sit there, watch a show, edit, review, and then go back to bed. I just need to rant that, man. I need to rant that. If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah. I'll have reviews for WandaVision tomorrow. Also reviews for The Little Things, which I unfortunately didn't get a screener for.
They were being stingy with that one. If I'm being honest with you, they're being stingy.
Earwig and the Witch on the 31st. What time is the embargo? Did they just give us the day, Zach, or did they give us a time too? I don't remember.
Time, it's just a day.
No time, just a day. So at midnight from the 30th to the 31st, I'll drop my review for Earwig. I also have to review the Mauritanian still that I've watched so long ago, but still haven't done a review. And again,
which one?
Zach,
which one haven't you done a review for?
The Mauritanian.
Oh yeah, I still need to watch that.
So Zach and I have something next week. We can't tell you what it is. We can't tell you where it's gonna go to. We can't tell you even when we can review it because we don't know. We don't know if we'll be able to talk about it next week. We don't know if we have to
I
wait
don't think we will.
till the release. I know we can talk about it next week for sure, but
You think
it's
we
very.
can?
I don't
No.
think so.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think
The
so either.
strange thing is we're getting screeners very soon, given the release date of it, Zach.
I know.
It's
Are you going to
very.
review episode by episode?
I'm probably gonna review. You just spoiled that it's a show.
I don't care. They don't know what show it is.
I'll probably do a season review for non-spoilers, and then if it goes well, I'll probably review episode by episode.
Okay.
So yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. No, we said 2 questions. Let's go. This is the last one. I still don't believe one of them will really lose. Who will want to go see the next movie of the loser?
There's going to be another movie.
That's the thing. One of them is not getting another movie, and that is one of the reasons why there's a clear winner. So yeah.
Well, also, they said this is the end of the MonsterVerse. They're not. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. All right, everyone. That is it for Geeks at the Roundtable. Thank you to everyone who is still here, who was here, whether just on this stream and all the others. I apologize for all the technical difficulties, but thank you very much for being here, everyone. Thank you, Zach, for putting up with this so early in the morning. Where can people find you? And I'm not going to ask what you have coming up because we already discussed that. So where can people find you online? Dancing to the camera.
You guys can find me at in the Russia. I'm going to Russia tonight.
You are.
Yeah, very much so. No, really, I'm gonna just find me on Zach Pope. Twitch, please go follow me on Twitch. The second I hit 100 subscribers, I have a big giveaway I'm gonna be doing for that, and only people subscribed to me on Twitch will be able to be eligible for it. So yeah, gonna start doing the Twitchy Twitch. So yeah, but other than that, Zach Pope, guys, just type that in anywhere, any social media, you'll find me over there, just talking movies, games, talking life, doing whatever I want to. You know what I mean? Probably hanging out with my baby Yoda. You know, Ren?
Yeah.
What about you?
I can be found at Ren Geekness on Twitter and YouTube, RenVR93 on Instagram. And guys, it's official. I am not going to be watching Cobra Kai because I didn't reach
1 day.
3K.
Come on.
3K subscribers. I said I'll watch Cobra Kai if I reach 3K subscribers by the end of January. Don't think it's going to happen. So just wanted to announce that. But stay tuned for all the videos we mentioned. Stay tuned for the special Kong vs. Godzilla videos for both our WandaVision reviews and the Earwig and the Witch reviews and that thing that we're watching next week. So yeah, until the next one, love each other. And love the movie.